Got our front sides in 35 and the thermal infrared line cut, ready to install. So I'm just gonna go through and show you the process. I use scrub pads, and when I use them, I always melt off these little hairs. I don't know what you want to call them, but in GMs, if you hold the power button for like 6 or 7 seconds, it'll put it in accessory mode, so you don't have to keep going and turning the power on and off while you're doing this. Get rid of the sticker, and I always start with the top portion here. Move to the bottom. Give this spot a couple extra little swipes just because that sticker that was there. Take my rag, hit the door, hit around these edges, so if when I'm installing they get touched by the film, it doesn't grab a bunch of dust. Then we take our Easy Reach or whatever hard card you use, wrap it in a towel, and get rid of all that dust and dirt out of the gaskets. Take your film, pull it away, come down a tad there, and then I scrape my top edge. Wipe that away with the rag. And then I'm also going to hit this area with my scrub pad. Again, hitting all these side panels. And you go in, or at least I go in, give it a good squeegee. I do the step method, so I'm gonna hit that top edge first, and then always run it downward. Putting your leg or your hip up against the door to brace it and stop it from swinging. Super helpful. That little swing gets really annoying after a while. I always like to go in and kind of just double check my top edge. I can see there's still water kind of sitting on that edge. Go ahead and get rid of that water. There's one more wipe on the panels. And then we go for the install. Get this nice and saturated here. Hit those edges. I always start with this top corner, not really sure why, personal preference kind of thing. I also slide my hand behind the film when I'm spraying this top portion, so all that water doesn't drip down onto the film. Pop it off. And again, I'm bracing my knee against that door here to keep it in place. I'm gonna purposely fold that after the release liner. That's huge. If you do it when the release liner is exposed right there, you're opening up a ton of space for dust and dirt to get in. Line up the top edge. Oh, this guy needs to fold a little bit better. Line up that top edge. I go through and check with my, oh, see, like right there, so we need to go forward a little bit more, and down, and then up with that back corner. Boom. And yes, there is a very minute gap there. That's very normal. I mean, you can shave the edges, but to do so in a vehicle that's not frameless is frustrating and annoying to the point that I would charge probably 3 times as much money to do that side window if you wanted shaved edges when there was really no reason to have them. Like, that gap is no big deal. I pull down with my hand down here and I push up, try to get any liquid that's left in that edge out, and then I check, make sure it's not going to shake and shimmy when I roll it up. Roll it up, spray under there, get that nice and flushed out. Pull it back. Do that same thing. Flush it out nice and proper. Make sure everything gets wet, saturated. Sneak that underneath. Whoop. I like to go in, get rid of these air bubbles, get them pushed out, make sure the film's laying flat, you know, where it is sitting where it wants to be sitting before you go in and try to get all the moisture out of there. And I'm always going to be going down and towards a corner. Like, I'm never just going straight down. It's always down and towards that corner. And then when I get a big bubble like this, bring it over, start at the top, and slowly, there, you see? Slowly go down until it pops like that. Boom. Run that bottom edge again. While it's still moisture on here, I go in and just give it one more good squeegee, working from the center outward. Just try to get out as much moisture as we can. On our edges with our extraction squeegee quick, boom. Then I also take my hard card and run those edges again, but only applying pressure on the tip so it doesn't grab and scratch that tint. Whoop. And you have a nice, clean ceramic window. As you can see, there's no pinch creasing needing to happen. That's because of that fold being before the release liner. And nice and clean, and she turned out buttery. Now I'm gonna go do the next one.